Hi, I'm Dan Griffin, and welcome to the People Mechanics. I have a unique opportunity as I travel the country and I get to interact with a lot of different people from different businesses, different backgrounds, different types of organizations. I love finding out more about within those organizations, what challenges are they facing? What are the opportunities that are presenting and how are they taking advantage of those? And as we have those discussions, almost without exception, the conversation always turns back to leaders. How do we develop leaders, the impact of leaders? And I'll then ask, well, tell me about your leadership development plan. What's your organization doing to intentionally develop leaders, both for now and into the future? And many times these individuals will just look at me and say, Dan, we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything intentional. It's just kind of, a wing and a prayer. And it reminds me of the old Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is right now. So organizations are saying, hey, listen, we wish we had done this in the past, but let's do it now. Executive coaching is one of the components that so many organizations are finding an incredible return on investment. Matter of fact, there's one recent study that indicates an over 500% return when you invest in coaching for your leaders. One of the greatest business leaders in our world today is Eric Schmidt. Eric Schmidt was the past CEO of Google, still currently chairman of the board of Google. How about if we check out what Eric Schmidt says about coaching and the impact that it had for him?
Over the years, I've received so many different kinds of advice, I don't know where to start. One that comes to mind is to have a coach. Our board member in 2002, John Doerr, said, you need a coach. And I said, well, I don't need a coach. I'm an established CEO. Why would I need a coach? Is something wrong? He said, no, you need a coach. Everybody needs a coach. So Bill Campbell became my coach and has served Google very well. Every famous athlete, every famous performer has somebody who's a coach. Somebody who can watch what they're doing and say, is that what you really meant? Did you really do that? They can give them perspective. The one thing people are never good at is seeing themselves as others see them. A coach really, really helps.
So getting that type of feedback from a coach has incredible benefit and impact. But we need it from more than just the coach. See, even I as a coach, I'm limited in my perspective. Many times as I begin working with a client, it can take a while to ramp up the relationship, just knowing where we are. And so one of the best ways I know to expedite that process is by using an assessment tool called a 360 assessment. So what's a 360? A 360 is a learning tool that provides additional information from other people. It's called a multi-level feedback tool. And what it's doing is through a survey, we have multiple people, let's say, for example, supervisors, people that we may report to, peers that we work with in a peer level, as well as those who may be directly reporting to us. We're having all of those individuals fill out a survey. They do so in a confidential way, and they fill out that information, giving us their observations of where are we with our leadership capacity, our mindset, our skill set. And all of that data, all that information is then compiled. And from that compiled information, we're able to create a roadmap based on a snapshot of here's where we are. In that roadmap, I call it our PDP, our Professional Development Plan. Our Professional Development Plan helps us identify where's our strengths, where's our weaknesses, how do we maximize our strengths, how do we minimize and manage these weaknesses so that they don't become a disqualifier, so that we can really play to our strengths. Think of it as a way to very quickly see our blind spots. If you think about it, your blind spots are things that are very difficult at best and really impossible to see without other people's perspectives. So it allows us to get that really powerful feedback to make that roadmap a reality. And many times those that I'm working with and beginning the process of walking into a 360 in a coaching relationship, it's a bit daunting. It's intimidating. I mean, nobody likes to see themselves in a 360 mirror, right? I mean, there's certain things that you just don't want to know. But by knowing these things, it allows us to be proactive. So as we get that information, we can then take the courage and the determination that it's necessary to make the changes so that we can really have some life-altering, career-altering events that occur from the information that we get from those 360s. Simply put, why to use a 360. The process of that 360 may be the most powerful shortcut to give us the insight we need to make the changes that are necessary to maximize our potential and our opportunity, both as an existing leader as well as an emerging leader. Just helps us to become more effective. Now, how does that 360 work? How do we get all of that information? It's a simple process. Each invited participant completes a simple 15-minute confidential survey of their observations of that individual in action. These observations are scaled from 1, which would be almost never, to 5, which would be almost always, and everything in between. The information is then compiled to give incredible insight. From there, the focus is able to shift back into creating that PDP, which is going to be the roadmap that's going to allow that individual to dramatically improve their performance and their impact as a leader. So some words of advice for those that are involved in a 360 assessment. First of all, those that are receiving that input, first of all, be open. You're going to get some good information from people, and you're like, I've had people say, but that information is not accurate. That's not true. It is a true reflection of what those individuals believe to be true about you. So whether it's true or whether it's not true, it's great information and things that we need to deal with. So be open. Be positive. Listen, you're going to be able to really identify where are your greatest strengths and how you can leverage those for your leadership capacity. And one other thing just to throw out there, play hard. You're going to get out of this exactly what you put into it. So really playing hard will allow you to maximize the benefit. For those that are giving the feedback, I think you should tip your hat to those that are receiving the feedback. It's not easy to get that level of honest evaluation. And so be sincere, be sensitive to what's going on there, but yet be straightforward and be candid. The greatest gift you can give to them is an honest evaluation of what you see. And by giving that, they're going to be able to dramatically improve their performance. Now, whether you're interested in 360 assessments, other types of assessments that we work with at Griffin Consultants, training, our coaching programs, keynote speaking, all of those are ways, our commitment is to impact results by influencing people. We love to partner with an organization just like yours. If you have more questions, would like to speak with us further, how we can help your leadership teams, your players improve their performance, we'd love to help how to craft that organizational development structure to make those things happen. So give us a call. Check us out on IamAPeopleMechanic.com. Look forward to seeing you there and being in touch in the future.